Hey there. So I bet you want to know what fertility foods are going to get you to triple your chances of pregnancy, right? I know you do because it's one of the top questions that I'm always asked from my patients, people who want to work with me. What food should I eat? I'm already eating healthy and it's not happening. But when I hear that, I'm like, what is your version of healthy? What is anybody's version of healthy, right? Given all of the fad diets, one day grapes are good for you, the other day wine is horrible, the other day chocolate's really bad for you, fish is fantastic. Then I hear I'm pescatarian, I do keto, I do this, I do that, and I'm still not pregnant, right? It's totally confusing. I get it. So what foods are actually going to boost your fertility? And so rather than stress about your diet and what foods are going to be right for you, because everybody's completely different. The right food for you might be wrong for somebody else. So rather than stress about this huge diet that you need to have or fertility foods to get pregnant, today I'm going to talk about what you shouldn't do, what you should avoid, that can, set a good baseline regardless of the food or whatever strategy you're going to get into to boost your fertility, boost your egg quality, even your sperm quality, even not yours, but your partner's sperm quality, right? And so there are a few things that before food is actually integrated into your diet, you should really become aware of. And so we'll get into that today. And if you don't know who I am Susanna Pueyes. I am a women's health and fertility specialist, and I use natural solutions to help women like you boost your energy, sex drive, and fertility so that you can become healthy, sexy mamas at any age without giving up carbs or chocolate. Now, what not to do is the question that should be on most people's minds rather than what to do, right? And I come from that point of view because we really don't understand what is eating healthy. I hear that from everybody I'm on the phone with or I'm in the clinic with. Oh, I eat healthy. What does that really mean? It means so many different things to so many different people. All right, so what not to do, regardless of if you're eating healthy, if you're vegan, if you're plant-based, or if you're keto. Number one, and everybody will benefit, and this is how you will boost your fertility if you do nothing else, is stop eating processed foods. And a processed food is everything that we like, everything that we love, everything that we've grown up to really enjoy making us happy. Those little treats that your grandma would give you and your mom would really look at her and say, like, what the hell did you do that for? Now he's going to be up for, 6 hours in the middle of the night. Yes, the crackers, the cookies, the muffins, the ding dongs, the Twinkies, the candies, the chips, some chips, but everything that has a funky ingredient list that you really don't even know, anything that says artificial flavors, natural flavors, some weird partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, these are all processed foods. If it really didn't kind of come out of the ground and you can't really eat it off a tree, like you're walking down the street and you eat an apple, it's considered a processed food. Now, some are minimal and then some are very extreme, right? Anything with FD, color FD, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, is very, very processed. And we know now that these eventually cause inflammation that causes cancer, to cause tumor growth and things like that. So whatever you are going to eat in terms of your fertility diet or what you're searching for, you can never go wrong with eliminating most of the processed foods that are sitting in your pantry or in your fridge or in your kitchen. All right, so that's the first thing you can do and just be safe in general. And the second thing, the second food that you really want to stay away from in extreme levels is these high fat, high protein diets. And I know that there are healthy fats and you need them, and that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about these fad diets where they're saying, you know, fertility foods, you need a lot of protein. You need double your weight in protein. You are not a bodybuilder, okay? You are trying to make a new life. You are trying to get pregnant. You are not building bulk amount of muscle. You don't need that much protein, especially animal protein. There's definitely a lot of protein in plant-based sources, and these high-fat diets, especially keto, are so anti-fertility that I have patients who end up working with me after they've been hospitalized, after they've had severe reactions to these low-carb, high-fat, high-protein. And even though a lot of people have been getting, you know, really great results, if they're overweight and diabetic and have heart disease, this is not you. Well, it may be you and you're trying to get pregnant, but most women are not in that state and then trying to get pregnant, okay? And so they have a much longer time in their fertility journey than most other women. And so if you've been trying for a while and you don't have a hormonal imbalance like PCOS, hypothyroidism, fibroids, endo, things like that, then, and you know, there's really nothing medically going on that they can find, and you just haven't been getting pregnant, switching to these high protein, high fat diets may not be the right fertility boost for you in the long run. And it's definitely not the right fertility boost for someone with diabetes, fatty liver, PCOS, or endo, because there's already this level of inflammation inside your body that we have to tone down. And having this amount of animal fat and animal products is not doing a good, it's not doing more toxicity, because your kidneys and your liver, they're already stagnant to a certain extent that you're manifesting these imbalances in the first place. So it's not a pro-fertility food. But I understand that when you go online and you're trying to find the fertility foods and fertility diet and what is shown by research and shown by this and this and that, it's really, really confusing. So that's why I wanted to just make it very simple. No processed foods. You're going to boost a lot of your fertility that way. Trust me, get the chemicals, get the junk out, right? What else can these toxins feed off of? And limit your animal fat, animal protein. You know, animal protein doesn't contain any fiber. It contains a lot of protein, but it doesn't contain any fiber. So if it's just sitting in your system, you are busy digesting and fighting inflammation rather than getting pregnant, okay? So just understanding to stay away from that can boost your fertility already. Now, when it comes to fertility foods, it's really, you know, a lot of it is strategy on what's going on with your body and how these nutrients are going to go inside. But a lot of it is about awareness as to your environment. And if you eat regularly, you should be building a really good habit of, you know, balancing your hormones. Eating regularly can be more important than what you're eating. I know that sounds really crazy, but it's true, because the number one hormone imbalance really comes from imbalanced insulin levels, your blood sugar. So if you are not eating regularly, you know, your 2-3 meals, bigger meals a day with snacking in between, grazing, and you're barely rushing out the door to eat breakfast, or maybe you rush out the door and you go through the Starbucks drive-through for your morning frappuccino. Is that what they're called now? You know, those big sized coffee drinks. And, you know, when you get to the office, you eventually eat some nuts or you eat the muffin that's there. and then at lunch you go outside and you buy some whatever sandwich outside. That is not eating regularly, and then there's spikes in insulin. And insulin is a hormone, and it's really crucial to your hormone balance. It's the main hormone imbalance. Mood swings, irritability, you get lightheaded if you wait too long to eat, you become, very hangry. These are all symptoms of an insulin imbalance. Hypoglycemia in the long run, your blood sugar is unstable. When your blood sugar is unstable, you have a hormone imbalance, even if you don't know it. And so eating regularly can balance your hormones, regardless of what you're eating within reason, right? And so one of the other things that's really, really important to be aware of, rather than stress about this diet overhaul, is your stress, your stress levels. If you are stressed out and you're going to eat angry and stressed out, you're going to eat fast and you're not going to absorb and digest very well, because all of the energy, all of the blood, all of the tissues, all of the enzymes, everything that's needed to send, little signals to the nerves to digest, they're going to your arms and your legs, because you're in fight or flight. All right. If you're angry and stressed, you're nervous, you're worried, you're not digesting appropriately. So this is where you have to focus. Eat where you're happy. Eat with friends. Eat with somebody that makes you laugh. Eat with somebody that you look forward to actually having 10 minutes of, some time together. All right. You can eat by yourself, eating by yourself and just thinking about your days. I don't know. But whatever de-stresses you, that's when you should be eating, within a regular timetable. And the other thing is, eat when you are not, chew safely, right? Chew safely. Chew slowly. I was trying to do two thoughts in one, because stress. The other thing is, don't do something while you're eating, like driving. All right. If you woke up late, you're getting ready and you're out the door, and maybe you have a muffin and you're eating in the car, that is not very, that's not a de-stressed environment to eat in. And you are, again, in fight or flight. You're not going to digest the food, so it's just going to sit there, and inflammation is going to brew in the long run, regardless of what you're eating, whether it's a muffin from Starbucks or organic blueberries. All right? So now you want to chew slowly, because enzymes and digestion starts in the mouth.